Hello and happy Monday to you from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. What's this water that's falling from the sky? Haven't seen that in quite some time. Okay, there's no such thing as a good loss, don't get me wrong. But Cowboy fans, I would not be in Monday morning mode right now. I think actually everything's okay. The boys are 4-2. They showed some grit last night, fighting out of that early 20-0 hole. They're running the ball better right now. That defense is Super Bowl caliber. Dak is coming back, and the Detroit Lions are in the on-deck circle. It's gonna be okay. I know you're not supposed to look ahead, but I'm looking ahead. That Week 11 game at the Vikings, that is going to be huge in terms of NFC postseason seeding and things like that. That is, of course, unless the Vikings already have the NFC North wrapped up as the Packers continue to crater. And let me say this about the Packers. They're not going through a bad stretch. They're bad. That's a bad football team, and I don't think it's going to get better. It's not yet the Jets' time, but it's going to be, and very soon. And that's going to be fun for a lot of people because that's a good young team. And what's going on in the Big Apple? Those two teams, the Giants and Jets, now a combined 9-3. Yeah, saw that coming, right. Now, I wasn't completely shocked that the Falcons beat the Niners, but the Steelers toppling the Bucs just kind of knocked me out. It's going to be really difficult to keep the Bills out of the Super Bowl. And yeah, we're going to see another rematch with the Chiefs. And, you know, you got Mahomes, you got a chance. But it's going to be really difficult to keep the Bills out of the Super Bowl. That team has what I call the look. And how bad do they want it? Did you see this story? Because I didn't see it till this morning. Buffalo safety Jordan Poyer recently had a football injury and a collapsed lung. Sound like fun, right? Okay, so they cleared Poyer to play NFL football with a collapsed lung, but they wouldn't let him fly because they worry about pulmonary embolism. Yeah, listen to me, right? Okay, so you know what this guy did? He took a 1,000-mile cab ride from Buffalo to Kansas City, played in an NFL football game, and then took a 1,000-mile cab ride home back to Buffalo. I'm very relieved to know that the Bills have an open week, a bye this week. Okay, Bailey Zappi is going to be the Patriots starting quarterback, and that will be true even when Mac Jones comes back because Zappi gives the Patriots offense a little bit of big play potential, and Jones really doesn't. I was happy for Matt Ryan yesterday. The first 5 games of the season had been a nightmare. He was studly yesterday in throwing for 389 yards and 3 touchdowns, and I would not write off the Colts in October. I do a weekly update on my NFL fraud franchises. They would currently include the Cardinals and the Browns, and the Ravens may need to check themselves as well. Wouldn't you agree that any Dolphin quarterback would have a real hard time buying health insurance right now? That's gruesome. All right. You don't see this happen. See what happened with the Panthers yesterday? Their interim coach, Steve Wilks, kicked one of their wide receivers, Robbie Anderson, out of the game, just told him, get out of here, because he'd been causing a scene and making a jackass out of himself and arguing with an assistant coach. My guess is he's gone by lunchtime. This is so sad, and I'm worried about her. My wife needs a rest. You know, she's been having a tough time sleeping, so I've got the perfect recommendations. The Broncos play tonight, BB. All you got to do is look at a little bit of that game, and that will put you clear to sleep immediately. College football, Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Tennessee 3. Sounds about right to me, even though it doesn't really matter right now. Didn't see this coming. North Carolina 6-1 and ranked. Wow, Mac, okay. How in the world are we already in week 8 of the college season? This stuff goes by way too fast. And finally, one baseball note. Ain't afraid of no Yankees. That said, Guardians, go ahead and feel free to win tonight in Game 5 if you want to. Everybody have a great Monday. We're Radically Rational.